Hello and welcome to our first look at Exogate Initiative. Actually, technically our second look. It's the 1.0 launch. We played this game when it first hit early access. Checked it out for about an hour. It was really cool. It is basically Stargate Dungeon Keeper or XCOM Dungeon Keeper, depending on how you want to look at it. It is a colony builder where you fill out rooms, you build a little science lab, you create a Stargate, you go off into space, you do different things. It was really promising when we first looked at it before, but it was very buggy at the original launch. It's 1.0. They've probably ironed out most of the stuff. I am very curious. We're gonna play, I guess, Initiation on Balanced, and we're gonna check it out for a couple of hours this morning. See how we feel about it. Stargate XCOM, I'm in. It's got a little RimWorld vibe to it as well. And we do have some Twitch integration turned on today where people can vote on some of the options that come up. We'll see how it all works. It doesn't necessarily change too much. So welcome to your first day as Executive Officer, or EXO for short, at the Exogate Initiative. I'm Rudy Cobbs with 2 Bs, founder and CEO. I've dedicated my fortune to the research and development of Exogate technology, capable of sending people not just across the galaxy, but across the universe. Today, we take our first tentative steps. The world is watching. Stay focused on your goals, and we will succeed together. So we have a bunch of stuff. We've got to build barracks. We've got to build beds, lockers, messes. You know, generally it's going to have pretty similar rules across it. We have building, we have Gators, which I guess are our people, a star map and missions. We have aliens and artifacts, faction lists, alien encounter lists, okay. And we have a research tab. Use science points to unlock new items. Fantastic. Let's start by building what we have to build here. Walls, barracks. We need barracks, we need a mess hall, we need a laboratory, and a power plant. Well, we might as well get this in here. Oh, I guess we have to dig terrain before we build anything. This is our entrance. Why don't we have a little tic-tac for the barracks? And we can throw the mess hall over here as well. Perhaps some sort of laboratory down here. I tell you what, let's give a little bit of room in case we want to expand that hallway. And we'll do a power plant right there. Why not, dudes? That's a plan. Right now, we'll keep it simple, stupid. Kind of an evil genius look to it. Yes, absolutely. It for sure has the evil genius vibe. Except I guess you're not evil. Okay, I gotta wait for them to build up all the rooms. That's cute. So they dig it out. Then they fill it out. Evil Genius is, of course, also a Dungeon Keeper style game. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of doors we got going on. I could build more builders. I'm curious here. What do we have? Security. Ah, there we go. Doors. Can I unbuild that room? Shoot. Yes. Somehow. Okay, there we go. So we need 3 beds. No, I'm never going to be able to do with that kind of terrible positioning. I also just want to slap on another door here. There we go. We're going to need 3 lockers. I tell you what, clearly I can fit 4 people in here, so that's what we're going to do. This is criminal room design. I've committed a grievance. We're going to make our mess hall right here. I can deploy another builder, and they're pretty cheap. So I'm just going to max out on them. Why the heck not? The mess, we require a single mess table, a meal dispenser. So we'll toss that in. I kind of like some of these nice big tables, but you know, got to make it look a little nice. Now that the warm welcome guff is out of the way, let's get down to business. Mr. Cobb's purse strings are notoriously loose. Thus, we at the committee are here to ensure space exploration remains profitable. We'll monitor your progress, release funds when you achieve goals. We'll also provide a monthly grant for the first year until you hopefully become self-sufficient. Find life in the universe, a difficult but profitable endeavor. Wouldn't you agree? So, we need to build a laboratory. And I'm going to go ahead and say we also probably need a power plant. Very peaceful vibes so far. Did they fix Evil Genius 2? I remember it also being really buggy when streamers were playing it. Yes, Evil Genius 2 is in very good shape. It was very weirdly annoying with sound files when it first launched, but it has improved dramatically. I've gone back and revisited Evil Genius a couple of times and thoroughly enjoyed it. What do? We got $50,000 from the committee. This month's trending topics. We don't want heat resistance, but we do want sudden growth is more profitable this month. So I need to hire 3 scientists, build a biosample containment, a biosample study desk, biosample containment. I feel like this research desk I definitely am going to need. I can't believe I built square rooms. I've betrayed everything I believe in. I'm gonna do it. And I need to hire 3 scientists. New recruitment campaign, scientists. By adjusting the available parameters, you can control how many applicants you receive and the skill of the candidates. Once started, the recruitment campaign will last for a specified number of days, after which you cannot hire anybody else. Sounds good. 5 days. I need to find signs of life on an exoplanet. Pick a topic for patents. You must discover scientific theories by studying biosamples before you can write patents. My first source of revenue in the game. Okay, cool. Each patent is created for a specific topic, such as food source, and is written using theories. Okay, okay. I guess we'll also build some Jennies. Available for hire, 4 scientists. You can compare their skills, hire as many of them as you want, or none of them. I'm obviously going to hire this superior Canadian candidate, Kevin Wilson. The game is made in France, so I'm going to have to hire this French candidate. And this American is not as good as this Brazilian, so let's also hire you. Now, Wow. Can we go into space? To explore destinations, you must connect them to the Exogate network. Maintaining this link will consume energy. Some destinations contain flora and fauna, which a scientist can study in the field, and sometimes they can collect biosamples and specimens. Store and analyze biosamples and specimens in the lab, earn science points needed to unlock new tech, yada yada yada. What looks like the nicest planet? Let's go to this weird purple one. Coup 669. Nice. Let's create a mission. Create a team. XO1. This team requires 3 alligators. 3 scientists. Each destination has a recommended level, which shows the ideal experience, the level of gators for them to be relatively safe during the mission and succeed in tasks. Injury chances related to the assigned teams. Engine severity is 100% by default, but can be reduced by assigning medics. Off you go, kiddos. I just noticed we've been on fast forward speed this whole time. Godspeed, soldiers. Let's hope for the best. This feels very game developer tycoon. I can see that. I feel like we should probably have more of these biosample containers. So I'm just going to build a bunch more of them. And I guess we have to wait for our alligators to come back. Oh. XO, it's Wilson. We stepped through the gate for the first time. After a moment of dizziness, I was suddenly standing on the surface of planet Coup. My Twitch integration's not working. I'll try to fix it. We did it. We certainly did, and I can't believe it. There's life here. The place is teeming with plant life, not to mention gorgeous nebula overhead. Friendly plant life, I hope. Affirmative, not a triffid in sight. I'd better think of something memorable to say quickly. I had a line prepared, but this is too much. I've forgotten it. Stay calm, Kevin. You're being watched on every screen. Flat 3D VR HD from Mumbai to the moon. Remember, you're trading. I think I'm hyperventilating. Maybe it's the atmosphere. If it wasn't breathable, I think I'd be doing more than hyperventilating right now. I think I'm okay, but I don't know what to say. Can I get a steer? Something epic, humble, fun, or just be yourself. Just be yourself, Kevin. He lost 1 mental health. KU669 is a long way from Canada, where I grew up. I know all my friends and family are watching back home, and to them, I just wanted to say thank you. I'll see you soon. That was a terrible speech. How about getting a sample? Good idea. We're spoiled for choice. There's kind of a grass here at our feet. Could be mosses in the cave to the west, and to the south there's a leafy tree overhanging the edge of a cliff. Knowledge and body. What is you good at? Okay, Wilson. You're good at knowledge, so why don't I send you off to explore the cave and let me know what you find? He succeeded on the test. I got a piece of moss in the sample jar, slimy and glowed in the dim. The cave was spectacular and deep. It disappeared far outside the range of our equipment. Ratings went through the roof. We have a sample we can store in the lab back at base and study it to learn more. Before we sign off, why don't we say a few words about the wider goals of the initiative? Destroy all aliens. This is XCOM, right? Science, more resources, well-being, big first big tech space company. No. Tech market's crashing today. To inspire the next generation in the creative arts, to spread peace and inclusivity. I want to make as much as possible. Yeah, I'm an artist by trade, so give something to look forward to and escape to inspire them and follow in our footsteps and forge our own path. Any final words, team leader? Please watch out for more missions from the Exogate Initiative in the near future. We're planning to stream as many as possible. We're forging humanity's role in the universe, and we want you to be with us every step of the way. Ba-ba-ba-bow. Biosample. What an awful speech. Can we name the scientists? I'm positive we can. Whoops. Yes, but they need a first name and a last name. And I do just want to quickly check. Here we go. Reconnect us to the Twitch chat. So we are studying the biosample we have brought back. Holy cow, you did it. I knew we'd find life out there, but not this quickly. I watched the stream. Incredible. Legendary first words on an exoplanet. Wow. Wow. You need to keep the money flowing in if you want to keep the committee sweet. Did I mention we can sell patents, develop theories by studying missions from samples and use them to publish patents? Form a second team. Get 5 scientific theories by studying samples. Well, if I need a second team, I'm going to need to recruit more scientists. I'm also going to need more bedrooms. Rapidly spiraling out of control already. If I could make this 4 long, it would be a lot better for me. Because then I could put in beds and lockers in a nice long alleyway. Get 5 scientific theories by studying samples. Write a single patent using multiple theories that will earn more than 3,000 a month. I mean, I guess we should explore more. After exploring a destination and its sector, you can claim it by spending influence. It will then be added to your territory, expanding your area of influence. The more sectors you claim, the more influence you earn. Some worlds must be claimed before you can use them, such as material destinations, before you can mine them. You can return to most exoplanets with an expedition to explore them further and study the flora and fauna. This will yield biosamples, specimens, other things. Unlock and build an operations team, add an expedition mapper, and then choose the planet you would like to revisit. Goodness gracious. I mean, we might as well go this way. Go check it out with our team. Give it a check. Curmudgeon, thank you for the 4 months, my dude. Much appreciated for the primer. Matthew just got here, but this kind of looks like a sim for Aperture Science Company from Portal. How crazy would the game be to make your own evil research lab? Make a Resident Evil lab or the Portal universe or anything? I mean, I think the idea is we're not meant to be evil, but I mean, that still might be an option. Research. God, let's go with a workshop. You don't have enough science points. Okay. I need science points. Which probably occur from scientists hanging out at home. Which gives us a good reason to hire more scientists. Well, we're down about 1/5 of our money. Only evil in the eye of the beholder, right? Exactly. All right, we got a few names. The Good Doctor, Perry Hodder, and your leader. Call him the Good Doctor from Canada. We got Perry Hodder. And we have your leader. He's got the evil mustache to make this work. We're gonna need a lot of beds. It might be more efficient for me to put them next to each other and form like double beds, but I got 4 scientists ready for hire. Charles McDonald coming in from Canada, obviously. You're sold. Bin Yu from China. Yin Yang, also from China. And I kind of just want a scientist hanging around at the lab, so I'm also going to do that. Form a second team. XO2. Canada is leading all of our teams. This is the Canadian-Chinese team. Never really did play Portal, but I watched it a few times. Oh, it's very good. Very worth playing. The beds don't need to be accessible from both sides, just one side. Seems to be the rule about them. Can I put you here to write patents on radiation resistance? Choose up to 5 theories to write the patent with. The more theories, the more revenue it will earn, but the longer it takes them to write. Okay, we're paying out more in salaries. Scientists are not so popular anymore. Medical treatment is good. Food sources are bad. Biosamples during missions to science destinations. Each sample is stored in a containment, then studied. Okay. That guy's working on a patent. Let's send out team number 2. And expand your territory. Scientific potential high, low. Some destinations have unusual events. They will grant more XP than other destinations. Ooh. This place actually has pretty good scientific potential. So maybe we should claim it. Because I'm not entirely clear how important or serious that is. And then we can send XO1 out this way. Listen, I'm just sending... I'm throwing as many scientists through these portals as we can. Of course, your people also have needs, so they can't go on missions immediately, one after the other, after the other, after the other. They got to do things like have a snack. Have some snack breaks. Just going to give these guys some more table options for right now. The rad-resistant patent was published. This guy is studying some of the other biosamples we're bringing back. Ah, here we go. Now we can ask viewers. We're trespassing on a crime scene to set a vampire movie. We're standing in the middle of a meadow. There's blood everywhere and our boots are covered from it. We can exclamation mark vote 1, vote 2, vote 3. Describe the flowers. Are you sure it's blood? I don't like that. Get out. I'll probably save the votes for more important things, but I just wanted to test it first. They can eat once they're injured. Canadian-Chinese team, so red team, a communist space station. Comrade Starbs. All right. Are we sure it's blood? I'd say I'm 50% sure the color and consistency match, but to be scientifically accurate, more analysis would be needed. Cut a sample. So this is where, when we have skill checks, this is where I'll run votes. So we can say, we don't have time for this, get out, cut a plant and sample it, or just sample the blood. Knowledge and logic, knowledge checks. These guys are pretty good at both knowledge and logic, it seems. I don't know what all the stats are yet, but I'm assuming puzzle piece just means puzzle piece. So knowledge and logic both fit under the puzzle piece stat. And we get a bit of an option. It's funny because it's like brains, books, puzzles, and I'm like, oh man, these are all smart is the answer. All right, let's sample the blood. We'll study it the best we can. He failed on the test. I don't know, man. Stay as long as you need. We got 2 teams. Don't call back saying you've done an autopsy. Can I actually... Look at this stuff. Here we go. Logic, knowledge, social, perception, mind, strength, and body. I guess we got to do a lot of mind work. We have generated some... Well, I guess we have patents, but we also have some tech. 75, not a lot though. 100 for a training room. 100 for a med bay. 300 for operations. Some science upgrades. Gain 5 theories by studying samples. Write a single patent using multiple theories that earns more than 3,000 a month. Okay, so I actually need to collect 5 theories before I can even write a valuable thing. Team 2 has gone off to explore the universe. No security teams. There are security teams that we can build later. Workshops, armory, allow Gators to store exosuits and equipment. Greetings from the Dracula Planet. 7 days, but it felt like an eternity. No threats have appeared. We collected a large jar of blood to analyze it. One of us fainted, but they will remain anonymous. They are okay. The blood is in fact sap, and the algae is seaweed. It's crimson because it's feeding on red clay composed of corroded minerals. Seaweed means water. Thanks to our research, we've been able to corroborate this place used to be an ocean. The seaweed's been drying for centuries. First it turns red, then sap oozes from its stipends and blades. By the end of the process, only a pool of sap remains. Dried and died in the sunlight, just like a vampire. Exactly like a vampire. I guess we started our own vampire flick after all. What's next? Ambition. So this is the Dracula Planet. No, this is the Dracula Planet. I guess we might as well claim this guy, because then we can connect to the XP planet. Ooh, material destination, which we need engineers for. Whenever they're ready, they can go out on that. Just send them out constantly, you know? You want to become a telephath? Listen, if we end up with some psychic scientists, that's got to be cold. That guy looks freezing. Hold back 2 bio samples from this job. We could also claim up this way. Why not? You know? Not enough juice. I think we can probably disconnect from Dracula Planet. Aha. Okay, the further planets are, the more expensive it is to explore them. In particular, the more energy it costs. These are not very expensive to build. Only $1,000. So let's get them cooking. I'm just yeeting as many scientists through this hell portal as possible. Send them to the ring planet. We might find some hobbitses. Maybe, maybe. Shakel, Crystal Lauren, hello. Good morning. This guy is working on studying. He's getting some new theories. So I need 5 theories. Leveling Gators. XP is granted with an associate attribute. When they level up, 1 or more points are added to the attributes that they gain the most XP with during their last level. Okay. 3 resources from this. That was a good one. You must unlock the operations room and set up a scientific expedition. Injury chance 40%. Injury severity 100%. Someone might die. Gators require social interaction. If a gator's social needs are too high, their mental health decreases. Give them time and opportunity to interact with each other through chatting and playing games. Operations room. 300 science. Okay. We're at 200 science. I could get a rec room for 200, but we're here to work. We're not here to jerk around. I can give them some time off and they can eat food. They did not really bring me back anything of good value. So we'll send these guys off again. Oh, straight back. They're not even getting a snack. I'm working everybody to the bone right now. What's this then? Kind of looks like Evil Genius. Is Evil Genius XCOM? Sort of. Multiple theories yet? I don't think we have a single person named Thierry. Textile sources is trending. Fantastic. I'm about to write a textile source. I need to write a single patent using multiple theories that earns more than 3,000 a month. That looks like it's more than 3,000 a month. Cook it up, my dude. We found a giant mushroom towering into the atmosphere. You're a scientist. Do we have anything similar on record? There are continent-spanning fungal colonies on Earth, but none as immense as this. It's one huge mushroom, cap and all. Estimated height is a couple of clicks. It's swaying and singing to us. Take a sample. The singing is noticeably louder, everything becoming more majestic. That's the word I'm looking for, majestic. Oh my God, I bet that mushroom is going to brain control me. Nice, our patent guy is getting level ups down here as well. He's becoming better at his job. Ever so slightly. Can I become an evil scientist? A mad one works too. Absolutely. I'll take that hydro check. No union. No, no union at all. An update on His Majesty. His Majesty, the Mushroom King. His Highness, His Mightiness. He's so majestic. Incredibly majestic. Is everything all right over there? Mind strength. Or I could just take... Did you get the sample, scientist? I just want the sample. I don't care if everything's okay. It smells good to be so close to His Majesty. Okay, I think you need to move away from him. Yes, we acknowledge. I'm a big fan of His Majesty. Triffid incoming. Sounds like a fun guy. Okay, we do have a rename here. Charles McDonald. Shira. Jira Jin. Is in some sort of pain. Possibly due to the Mushroom King. When we took the sample from the Majesty, it broke the hold. That thing had infected us with spores. We wanted to become one with it. We'll complete the rest of the mission and bring home the sample. It's pretty it's pretty. Let's leave it at that, shall we? Listen, sometimes you eat the mushrooms and sometimes you become the mushrooms. All right, we're going to give these guys a little break because I think they definitely need it at this point. There it is. His Majesty. There's no food. Oh, okay. Let's make more meal dispensers then. I didn't realize we could run out of food. That seems kind of important. It's not pain. The heart symbol means everyone loves me, I'm sure. When a gator sustains a physical injury, they'll automatically go to the medbay. Their injury must be diagnosed before it can be treated. Our leader has become injured. Or sorry, your leader has become injured. Come on, Rajesh. Finish this pen. We need the money. Feeling lonely, feeling lonely. You guys would feel less lonely if we sent you on an operations to claim a planet. Perhaps also if you ate food from the machines. Oh yeah, so we store 5 food at a time in the meal dispenser. Yeah, probably a good idea that we keep 2 of these so we always have some food around. Our finances are proceeding adequately, but it could disappear with a well-aimed lawsuit. Far be it from us to tell you how to run the initiative, but our risk assessment shows we're lacking in the health and safety department. You might want to consider recruiting a soldier or 2 to help our investors feel secure. Research a medbay, build a medbay, hire a medic. Well, unfortunately, I just researched the operations room, but the medbay is not very expensive. Scientific potential, none. You're injured and you're injured. Listen, folks. The injury chance is much less for this planet, so I just need a little bit more science, and then we can get the medbay. We are going to need a operations room. Is it water on the knee? Operation. It's a whole bucket, see? I'm gonna be able to do here. I wonder if we can heal without a medbay. It's a great question. Also, I'm gonna need a medbay, so why don't we just start carving that out right away. And I feel like maybe some protective doors around the Exogate might be a good idea. Just to make sure that things don't get, like, crazy in here. We don't really know what we're up against yet. Rec room, medbay, yes, yep. If the event was a mushroom eats and replaces the scientist, I mean, maybe if I had done different checks, that could have been the case. Love me some Stargate. I mean, Exogate. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. We're just avoiding the lawsuit here. Can I zoom in and look at the little robots? Absolutely. The little builder bots. Bunk, 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 bunk. Very loud robots. There's a little medbay door for them. What does this guy want? What's this thing? Needs diagnosis in a pod. Well, good news. We just got enough tech to research the medbay. The bad news is it's going to take a little while. And I can't look for anybody else in the meantime. Some good patents there for rad resistance if we wanted some more money, but I kind of feel like let's just keep saving up stuff. These guys came back from their job, no problemi. This is good experience here. Yeah, go for it. What am I not gonna do missions just because it's dangerous? Come on. Obviously, we're gonna just throw caution to the wind, launch ourselves into space. They look like little claptraps. They kind of do. Yeah, I agree. Might have to make it bigger because the objective is a 30 block medbay. Oh, you might be right, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like I perfectly nailed that math. Flawless math victory. Oh, I see. We can only research one thing at a time. Unless I built more research desks. Perhaps. Now can I research 2 at a time? Looks like it. Or at least we can just research twice as fast. Research medbay complete. Build medbay. Does anyone ever invade you back? Yes. I'm assuming aliens, but I don't know yet. Medics are less popular this month. Well, that's really unfortunate. Food sources are popular. Okay, I guess we'll have a little admissions desk here. Cremation unit, surgery pod. Oh, Yin is getting stressed out. We need a recruitment campaign for medics, even though they're not going to go very well. I need to create 1 med bed, 1 diagnostics pod. When a gator dies, an ambulance bot check is required. Ambulance bot dock is required in the medbay to transport their body to the cremation unit. Try to avoid leaving dead bodies around. It's not good for morale. Your leader just died. Oh, poor leader. I guess this was inevitable. Surgery pod. Okay, needs multiple sides. Ambulance bot dock. You can go there. A cremation unit is huge. Okay. That might get its own room. I'm not sure. Psychological treatment dispenser. Physical treatment dispenser. And a couple of med beds. I guess let's start with that. We're also going to probably need some more scientists if this is the case. Like the number of candidates. I don't need that many candidates. In fact, the number of candidates. I just want to buy a good scientist. Did not die. He just turned human. I wonder where he died to. In the lab. Ooh, okay. So I am going to need a cremation unit as well, that means. Which are pretty big. They are 1, 2, 3 wide. Go slap that bad boy in right there. Letting the body stay near the gate. That way everyone that goes on a mission will be more motivated to do their job. That'll put them into shape. Get them sorted. Make sure they realize the punishment. Now, I still need the medic. Medbay. Ooh, we can also build our operations room. Science expeditions and defensive strongholds. Once a gator is diagnosed with a physical or psychological injury, they can be treated by medics at a medbay using treatments from the dispensers. They can also be quickly and automatically treated during an ICU. I don't have enough juice for the cremation unit. Gonna need more juice. We're gonna need a lot more juice, in fact. That's fine. Let's just keep cramming power in there for the meantime. Scientists, we have a very good French one. Let's hire her. We'll hire you because it looks like you're good at writing. You know what? We'll put one American on the team. One, two, three. So we have the French team led by the Canadian. We have the Chinese team led by the Canadian. You know, if I hire one more, I could have a third Exogate team. The Brazilian is slightly better here. And so on this team, we put on... Oh no, Lucy Roberts, you're going in there. This will be Katie, Frank, and Aline. This will be Wright, Adams, and Vieira. Wright, Adams, and Vieira. And honestly, let's send them out right away. We'll send him out on an XP mission. And our crematorium still requires 300 power. So we got to wait a little bit on that. I'm also realizing I probably don't have enough beds anymore. This bed system does not seem good. Right? Oh, they can't go side by each. I think we're going to need a better system for setting up these these beds. Brazil team, let's play ball. Have we met the Gual yet? Not yet. Not yet. People level up or get improved stats over time. They do, exactly. Yes to both those answers. I guess we could dig out this way and maybe build 1, 2. I could put a bunch of lockers. And then that could be 5 lockers. And then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would fit 5 more scientists there. The expedition map requires 1,500 power. Sorry. These guys generate 100 each. Wow. Damn, that gets expensive. Yeah, these guys have sleep deprivation and a light burn. So I'm going to let them chill out for a little bit. The beds can go head to tail, yeah. Which might be the best option. Hi, Mona. Oh, you know what would also be really smart if I hired a medic? Obviously, this Canadian is the best medic, so we're going to hire him. This Canadian is not so good. But you know what? He's better in these middle stats, so I'm going to hire... We're just hiring all Canadians is the plan right now, I think. How many people also do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have room for 1 more. We'll take this well-rounded American fellow. Canadian Exo startup, let's go. You are my power plant. Boop, 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 boop. Get my little build-a-bots off. Canadian medics healing us with moose. And let's get our crematorium cooking. Let's get a medic on duty. And then we'll fill this with more power plants. Excellent. We can get rid of the corpse now. There goes the little ambulance bot. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Straight into the fire. There is no funerals in Exogate. All right, well, this room was much bigger than it needed to be, but that's okay. Alternate Stargates where Canada found the gate instead of the US, right? I'd be okay with that. That sounds like a good one. Let's slap us a door in here, and then barracks, barracks, barracks. Yeah, these guys are like, we need lockers. We have nowhere to sleep. Oh. You don't need a bed for every locker. You don't need a bed for every locker at all. I could actually just make this a locker corridor. Oh, no, maybe you do. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Everybody needs a bed and a locker. I thought maybe people only needed a bed if they were sleeping. But I'm soup's wrong in that. Trying to think if there's any better ways I could fit stuff in here, but I'm not sure there is. That'll have to do for now. Okay. Expedition manager. You have some high scientific potential in this route. You also have high scientific potential. Why don't we send someone up here? We'll send let's send XO2. How long the team will rest on the base between missions? Okay. Research the training room. Hire a soldier. Launch a mission with a soldier on the team. Hire the training room. Which I guess we're going to need to build. I kind of want to leave this open for more beds. So maybe what we'll do is we'll expand this out. And we'll set up the training room up here. We'll go with the old 5x5. So how are we villains? I mean, we are colonizing planets. And I guess in modern society, all colonizers are villains. So we have a bit of that going on. Hi, Moni. There's no food available for Gators. Awaiting bot delivery. Premium meal dispenser. Why don't I just add in a couple more of these? I don't know if I build that there, are people going to be able to cross through? It looks like they can. But we'll find out. Gators train in the training room, which provides objects they can interact with to get XP in specific attributes. The bench press gets body XP. The more XP gained in a specific attribute, the more likely that attribute will increase when the Gators level up. Okay. Scientists are popular. Soldiers are not. Rad resistance is popular. We do actually have, I think, a rad resistance theorem to write. Yeah, we for sure do. So let's get him cooking. Shooting range. Bench press. I mean, it's just the right size. Hire a soldier. New recruitment campaign. Soldier. How many beds do I have? 2. So I'm going to hire 2 soldiers. I mean, I guess I'm seeing the need that I'm going to probably need even more people here. So that's 1 bed. That's 2 more beds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm going to have to find a place to stick some more lockers, but baby steps, babies. We have a Japanese, an American, and a Brazilian soldier. The Japanese guy's the best. Let's hire him. And then the American is significantly worse than the Brazilian, so we'll hire the Brazilian. And then we're going to have to mix up some teams. I'm going to take Lucy off of this team. And I am going to put on one of our new soldiers. And then I am going to send these guys on a mission to this planet. Except I need an engineer to do that planet, so I'm not going to do that planet. I'm going to send them to this planet. And we'll see how it goes. What's here? An artifact. Collect and store them in the library to unlock unique bonuses. Okay, well, that's obviously our next destination. Is this a game where you can rename folks? I know you need a Toxic Matthew. Well, I'll make you that soldier right now. Our doctors are working other guns. Pumping some iron here as well. Waiting to start the mission. Oh, this is Gators with needs is what those are. Okay. We've got some science coming back. We need recreation for 200 and a workshop for 4. You know what? If I could maybe do some other low-level threat planets. Send out another team. Why not? Matthew, thank you for the sub. Welcome back. Gators prefer rooms enclosed by walls and doors. Their fatigue will increase faster in rooms that are too open. So it's telling me that because this room is technically open. I'm uneasy seeing soldiers with scientists, but I suppose the committee have a point. Not everything, not everyone we meet out there might be friendly. Good job with self-care too. Can't have Gators getting God knows what on their faces without a medbay. It's been unanimously decided that we can simply not survey a planet and move on, not when there are countless riches left behind. We urge you to launch new operations and send scientific expeditions back to these worlds. Leave no stone unturned, and you'll find that your finances flow more freely in the name of science. Science. Good news, I'm already doing that. 2 days, and they will go on another expedition. Exploration progress. Oh, cool. So there's a couple more beds. I am realizing as well that I can fit lockers right here. Which is perfect. I am a severe lack of decoration. is my only real complaint right now. There's no decorative options, which I'm a big fan of in these kind of games. Christy got a name redeem as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll get that in there. Seems we aren't the first to find OX256. There's a giant cube hanging in the sky the size of a small moon. It looks like it's terraforming the whole planet. Can you get readings on it? Only faint ones from this distance. It's about 40 or 50 clicks away. If it's a ship or some kind of entity, let me know if anything happens. Looks like a drone is approaching us from the cube. Oh, this should be good. I'm like, don't be careful. It's a smaller version of whatever the cube is, but with a big eye. It's hovering there looking at us. I have a gun. I could just shoot it. Grab it. It's quite small and nimble, so we have to be careful. We'll tackle it head on. Our soldiers succeeded in the test. Wriggly little devil, but it's contained. Good job, Toxic Matthew. I want to know more about the big one. Heading towards the cube. We'll report when we're closer. Let me get that other rename in here. Look, I'll give you the squad leader here. Bada bing. Ongoing, recurring. I guess that's in like one day. You know what would further scientific progress faster than studying rare plant samples? Animal samples. Imagine the theories your scientists could devise to write more profitable patents. We don't care how cute the alien critters are. Research specimen study in the lab. 200 points. I'm assuming that like this reoccurring one gets me science generation. Humans are famously very peaceful beings. We're as close as we can get to the cube. It's magnificent. A sea of light dancing in the space between the planet and the cube. Scan it. It's like it's intentionally blocking our scans, which indicate intelligence. The capture drone is going crazy. The big one seems to be beckoning it somehow. No, let's keep it. We caught it. Let's keep it. The big one is glowing. The light is intense. Painful even. Oh no. We're backing off. Whatever this thing is, we pissed it off big time. It's not following us, but it definitely doesn't want us around. I cannot treat the injured because I don't have a medic, but you can just continue the exploration. So probably I want to start bringing a scientist, a medic, and a soldier on every mission. Poor guys got burnt up pretty bad there. So Perry Hodder, you're off the team. And Murray, Team Canada. Do we have a Canadian soldier? No. That's okay. You guys are on a job. You guys are on a job, so that's fine for now. And we're at 2:30, which allows us to get specimen study. Start researching that. Lots of good juice coming back here. We're going to take... Well, I'm going to wait for them to bring their biosamples back just because I don't want to interrupt in case that does something. No idea how much HP I started with. 6 seems light. You know? I'm not sure. 100. Oh yeah, 6 is no problem. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I'm going to take Frank and Alina off of this, and we're going to put on my soldier and Miguel. So I am going to need like more people as well. Probably some more medics. Could be nice. And I do want more soldiers. I don't mind hiring the good guys because I feel like they're going to just create better results. That being said, I am losing money. I have 28,000 in patents and I'm paying 72,000 in salaries right now. And that's going to get worse in a second. Japan coming at us with all the best soldiers. India, Brazil. I feel like we don't have a lot of representation, so this is how DEI hires actually work, is if you have two candidates who have the same skills, you pick the ones that you don't have. We'll take Nicholas, and we'll hire more Canadians. Because we've had no shame in doing that. Filing a claim for workers' comp? I think that would be fair. I think you deserve some workers' comp at this point. I mean, everybody's bringing back lots of good bio samples. Wah, wah, wah. So, where are we going next? We have an XP planet up here. We have an XP planet down here. Oh, we have the artifact planet. High difficulty. What, am I not going to do it? Come on, get out of here. Expert difficulty. I don't have the engineer for that. Those guys are still exploring planets over and over again. 44% injury chance? Listen. You gotta break an omelet to make a few eggs, you know? That's how it goes. Dude, our guy who writes patents is already level 5. You're recruited and sent to medic on a mission. Ba, 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 ba. Samuel Cote does not like Perry Hodder. We're reporting in what we believe is a cemetery. It's full of fake bones. What are they made of? They look convincingly real, but they aren't. We would like to analyze the area and find out what happened. Murray, you're a medic. This is your field. I'll be in touch. Call me when you know more about this grave situation. Very good. Medical report from the graveyard. I spent several days analyzing the fake bones. They were created as replacements. We might be able to study the composition and understand why there's no organic bones here. Comb the wider area. I mean, we could just dig up those graves, but... So I need specimen containment. Oh, you guys are kind of big. And a specimen study console. And now I have exactly 0 power left. We combed the whole cemetery. Our backs are hurting, but we did find something. It's a small machine, sadly broken, but able to analyze the skeleton and replace a bone. Maybe even replace a defective one. It might have even replicated organs. Take the artifact. We can recover alien artifacts from artifact destinations, which we can display in the library. Each artifact is a specific type based on the class of the Gator in the team. Collect all the artifacts of that type to unlock a unique passive bonus. Artifact of medicine. All right, here's the dealio. I'm going to have to probably break that because I'm going to have to turn off this. That's going to screw up my power consumption for a little bit. That's also fine because I could disconnect from some planets. And that'll put me back in positive power for a while. It looks like I probably only need one patent desk, so it's not like I'm writing that many patents right now. What's going on here? Needs artifact storage in a library. Yeah, I'm afraid we're quite a ways off unlocking a library, dude. The fact that I made it back from the portal makes me happy. Patent for dad jokes. Put all my energy in one room when the fire starts and the place explodes. I feel like typically in these games it's more that you get attacked and they just go straight for the power room and absolutely cripple your infrastructure because of it. But I mean, we also haven't encountered any aliens yet. Okay, nobody is on any expeditions right now. We really got to get this sorted. Great mission up here. High expert. Well, you guys really don't want to do these XP missions at all, do you? Medium. I mean, I guess there's a lot of rookie teams we're sending out right now. Sure. Get them to learn a few things. Pure exploration teams are used, mixed ones. All scientists are at a medic. So our two teams right now have a medic, a scientist, and a soldier. And then we have our reoccurring team, which is just a science team. So they keep going. Currently, they are just going back and forth to this planet and exploring it. Gathering scientific resources by expeditions sent to this destination. I don't see any reason to put anybody other than science people on that science team right now. Also, I didn't have anything else unlocked at the time. Blast doors, guard posts, shielded guard posts, railguns, turrets, plasma launchers, assault rifles, and pistols. So what happens to that artifact? Did it just get dropped? Somewhere? Or did we take it on a mission? Yeah, I'm a little curious. About to rename your only scientists team into mad scientists? The artifact is on the floor by the Medbay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Artifact of medicine. Okay. Thank you. Now that you've broken into the ritual chamber and looted their temples. Listen, they weren't using those temples. They didn't want them looted. They shouldn't have put such good loot in there. There's another artifact. You guys are already on missions. Let's go, people. Not ready. Off-world. End of a mission. Okay. We're still haven't recovered a specimen from a mission. Whenever you're all ready, you can go back on another one of these. We should probably research the rec room, and then we'll have to start saving up probably for the workshop. 500 for that. 300 for a better generator. $1,000 research, and we can cut through bedrock. Gator team size 4. Ooh, that would be really nice. Alien affairs and diplomats. Security for 100. Okay, we should probably get security. That one seems like it's probably pretty important. I'm going to go right ahead and say that their office is going to go right here. Clank, 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 clank. Actually, you know what? Let's just go to there for now. Because I might want to just build up here. I might want to have this kind of enclosed. The jury's still out. So we have lots of power. People are going on things. Regeneration is a trading topic this month. Scientists are popular. We don't know anything about regeneration. I could write something on textile sources here, though, and write it with all 5 things, so I might as well have him writing something. I'm starting to run out of money otherwise. Scientists can collect specimens during missions to space destinations and on return expeditions. Each specimen is stored in a specimen containment, then studied to earn science points. So we managed to get 2 of these, which is perfect. They get locked in there, so someone's going to study one of them as well at the little station. Bleep, bloop, bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, bleep. How are all my meal dispensers just constantly running out all at the same time? I'm going to build 4 more. Outrageous how much these people can eat. Grab that security office. The rec room is ready. You know what? I'm actually going to sell off one of those. And we're going to build a rec room down here. I don't know how big it has to be. Okay, it's got arcade cabinets, air hockey, and a dance station. A DDR station is 2 wide. The air hockey is 1 wide. This is actually perfect. It can just be this narrow corridor. It's occurred to us on the committee that while exploring new worlds, your teams may encounter rare or precious materials. You're going to need engineers next. Okay, how do I want to do you? How about air hockey table, air hockey table? Arcade cabinets. DDR machine. That's a pretty good rec room. All things considered. I think you can't complain about that. 2 air hockey tables and a DDR machine. Are the Canadians happy with the air hockey? Always. So easy. Your teams only eat meat. Looks like a chicken meat, but it might be a human arm as well. We don't talk about that. That's strictly science. What are you? Environmental hazards. The higher the intensity level of these world threats, the more likely your Gators will be injured if they're not equipped. Light exosuits and air filtering. Crafted by engineers at a workbench in the workshop when using materials. This is a difficult mission. I think I'm going to send the Good Doctors team on that because they seem to have some success in gathering artifacts right now. Expert. Is expert worse than difficult? Yes. That's XO1. How about you? There's another artifact down that way as well. And I'm a little bit curious about how this thing's going. All right, we're almost done exploration there. These guys come back with like 44 science every time, so it's pretty good. I think their next run should probably finish it. Now, I am starting to get really low on cash, though. So, Lygia and I have an issue that we need your help with. Go ahead. During our time together, we've become very close. Too close. I'm already with someone until all this happily so. We don't know what to do. Our feelings aren't going anywhere, but neither of us wants to hurt my partner. We know it's not exactly protocol, but we want to get your opinion. I mean, this isn't really my business, but... If you want to bang each other, that's up to you. Get back to the job. We're being harassed by something. You have a soldier on you. Something. By whom? It's throwing rocks at us. We hit the deck, but every time we turn over, there's no one there. We're actively searching. Any injuries? Just a few grazes. Medic, take care of that. Already done. What else? Some of the rocks are glued to our suits. Are you sure they are rocks? There's something odd about them. I can't put my finger on it. Soldier, burn them off. A strange mouth-shaped plant, roughly a meter high, red leaves. It looks like it's wearing lipstick. I want a sample. Can we stay longer to gather more information? Yeah, put a scientist on it. Don't kiss the plant. Oh man, having well-rounded teams makes a pretty big difference. Our security room is ready. It looks like this. Pistol racks? All the rock seed that fell to the ground suddenly grew. If we hadn't burned them, they would have blossomed on us. That's a relief. Critically succeeded on a test. According to our research, these plants use their mouths to spit seeds onto passing creatures, and it's how they reproduce. Once hooked on, they feed off the victim's body heat. We checked and double-checked, and we hooked it out of there. There's none on us. What's next? I guess treat the injured. It looks like security is literally just pistol racks. All right, we're starting to get into cash problems. Make them have sex, but only when they're recording it so their partners could watch. Make some extra money. Sure. Yeah, this is why you're not in charge of a space program. Everyone's healed and they all come back. Alien llama plants? So that's security. So we just need to workshop micro gates. Interesting. Christy Marie was diagnosed with starvation. Well, I have a very easy answer for that. It's called food. It's called dinner time. Oh my God, we have all this influence. I just realized I have not been claiming planets, and I'm actually maxed out on influence. Whoa. What's going on here? Well, the good doctor can't go because he's having terrible mental health problems. You're injured. I'm a little bit worried he might be broken right now. You can ensure Gators focus on specific activities by using the behavior mode. This allows them to focus on working, training, or well-being. They'll prioritize activities based on the selected mode and may ignore activities completely. What's this sudden musical change? Give me a good little scare. I'm going to take the doctor off this team. I think. Because he seems to be just sleeping forever. Like, I think he's been asleep for days right now. And we will put on... Let's put on Adams? That might work. Any medic that work in the med room? Good doctor is evil. That's his mental problem. Yeah, I mean, there should be... Oh, maybe I can assign him to a medical bed. I'm not really sure. We completed our scientific exploration. Everything of interest was found here. So there are other places we can find. These places all have also high stuff, so... Sending a scientific team, I guess, just generates more science for us. These guys all came back with crazy good levels. So we'll just have them keep exploring for now. Everything of interest was found. Okay. Oh, these are my patents. Yeah, so making a patent with 5 things is definitely worth a lot more money than if you have less than 5. For example, energy sources currently has 5. And will make me a ton of money. So let's rate one of those. And I guess the patents just make you money every month, and then some months, different patents make more money and less money. Natural way to heal his mental health is called drugs. Lots of drugs. He is for sure broken. He's been asleep for weeks. Like, what happens if I sell this bed? Problem solved. Maybe he was just depressed. You know, we've all been there. You can't get out of bed. You can't even bother get dressed to go see the doctor. What's very confusing is it looked like he disappeared after he got diagnosed. He did. The good doctor was diagnosed with depression, was diagnosed with mental breakdown, was diagnosed with craziness. The good doctor is leaving due to a lack of social contact. Well, that's something. These guys are ready to take on a medium difficulty planet for an artifact. That's very high injury chance still. This is medium. Let's do that. Get some more science. Do some more exploration. Think he's in a coma? I say launch him into the sun. Study the effects on burning scientists. It escalated quickly. Definitely a bug. Pretty minor one. The committee funding will cease in 3 months. Oh, we gotta write some serious patents. I'm still losing money with the committee funding, and it is 50,000. Rajesh, I need you seriously working here. Get you everything I got. Bad news. See, I fell down a cliff. My leg's in bad shape. I'm not sure if it's broken, but it really hurts. Where's the rest of the team? They're safe, but above me. We talked for a while and suggested I call you to find out what to do. Can they get you out? I found a micro exoskeleton at the bottom. I think I could rig it up to my leg to offer support, but it's risky. I don't know what I'm dealing with. Obviously use the exoskeleton. We're here to do science, not to keep you alive. I don't think these scientists understand how expendable they are. It worked! The exoskeleton on my leg. I won't lie, it's a weird feeling. It's only holding the bones together, but knitting them together as well. I can climb back up and join the others. Take the long route. Don't push yourself too hard. 25% otherwise. Okay, we should wait on that one then. This one is on hold? This one should not be on hold. Oh, unless they're on hold so he can heal. I climbed up the cliff, found the team. It took me a while, but I'm finally safe. The exoskeleton couldn't take the strain in the end, but it helped a lot. Let's keep it as a souvenir. Bring it home with you with the medic. It's an artifact. Great. It's a shame it's too broken to study, but at least it will be on display and remind me of how I nearly died. That's 2 medic artifacts. Yeah, that guy's in terrible shape. Okay. Some severe medical conditions require a surgery pod to treat a gator. Surgery can only be performed by an experienced medic. Well, I think we'll do a little expansion for this then. The surgery wing. Loop, 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 loop. Perfect. I guess this guy. It's Christian Marie on VT 726. There's a large robotic octopus in front of us, hovering a few feet above the ground. We're skirting the shoreline. Did it come from the ocean? What should we do? First contact procedures. It didn't respond. Well, what's it made out of? Scientist? Don't think it's a material we've discovered yet. It's also emitting strange energy readings. Can you establish a rapport? It's bleeping aggressively. How many tentacles does it have? 8, I think. No, wait, 10. Well, that's a squid then, not an octopus. Return to the gate. It swiped at Sousa, shocked him with one of its arms. It's stationary again, just staring at us. Back away nice and slow. More are arriving. I don't see where they came from. Just keep moving. They aren't pursuing, but they gave me the creeps. I will blacklist this planet. All right, so I've moved one of my good medics to the surgery pod and a rookie medic to the diagnostic desk. It seems like the right thing to do. We found Cthulhu. Pedantry is the most important policy, always. You've got to make sure their scientists know their place. Dr. Sean, you went crazy, went into a coma, glitched out, got stuck into a bed, and then had to leave because you hadn't talked to anybody in days. There was some comedy to be had in it. Oh yeah, you're very wounded. What's going on with Binyu? This guy's got really bad mental health stats. But he's not doing anything. He's going shooting. Now he's changing for bed. Does sleeping fix your mental health? Stressed out. I'm going to put him in a medical bed. Sousa's electrical shock has been treated, which is great. Here we go. We're going to take a look at you. We're going to say, oh, yes, what are your symptoms? Yes, you're not wearing pants. This could have something to do with it. Maybe this is why everybody is feeling weird about you. Straight to bed. He was diagnosed with depression. Womp, womp, whoa. Not enough juice to connect this planet. Let's disconnect that. There's no reason to really keep this planet. Oh, alien destination. Intelligent alien races are native to some worlds. Depending on their attitude towards the initiative after first contact, you'll be able to study their culture or adopt a defensive military stance. Eventually, you can claim amicable safe harbor on this world, thus expanding your territory and gaining large sources of influence. Toxic fog. Some pretty good things. Is Mona hissing again? Mona. You a good girl. Don't hiss at everybody. Mean girl. Bad girl, Mona. She's not being very nice. Recommend eating aliens. They might be tasty, and you do need food. They could be pretty tasty. I don't know. I guess let's just like go out here for some cheap missions, maybe. Easy peasies. Less easy, less peasy. This team is missing their doctor. So maybe let's send them out. Everybody's so depressed we can't get anything done. Nobody's really treating themselves. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Humanity has stumbled across some crazy foods by accident and weird practice. I mean, facts. You always got to be willing to take a snack on something. All right, this guy is being treated, which is good. So he should start getting better. We did it. I got my patents up high enough that they're covering salaries. Wow. Homie wrote some good patents. Cool. That means we can just start collecting cash. For right now, at least. Newton, hello? Patriotic duty to eat aliens and see if they're tasty? I mean, you make a good argument. Dude, my mental states are abysmal. Everybody has depression. Why is everybody so depressed in my facility? They're going to space on a regular basis. I feel like that's pretty good, you know? They have entertainment. Yeah, look, they have air hockey. They have DDR. They got lots to do. I think, honestly, the problem is that I'm never giving them any time off, and I'm just forcing them back to work over and over again. Here we go. These guys are good. They can go back to work. And also, they don't treat anything until it gets, like, really, really bad. So I think until it's under at least 50%, they won't go and get treatment for it. Dude, everybody has depression. Pump them full of pills, baby. Workshop's 400. Don't talk to me about life. Lack of cheese and chocolate and sex. I mean, that's true. Listen, I didn't interfere with their sex. They said they wanted to have space sex, and I said, look, that's none of my business. Uh-oh. Out of drugs. Where's the bot delivery? Okay, that fills up very fast, at least. All right, you know what? Shirajurgen, you can just be replaced by another scientist who is not Depresso Espresso. You're getting healed. Why don't we just get rid of this guy and replace him also with a scientist who is, or a mercenary who is not Depresso Espresso. Bada boom. That solves my job. I just have to give people time off when they need it. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that was the key? Oh man, we are hurting on power. Create a mission here. That would be kind of too easy for you guys. Faction sectors. These sectors can be explored, but missions will have a higher chance of injury, and the faction's current alignment is hostile. Potentially. Well, I obviously need to claim these planets out here that are in the danger zone. Man, I have just no power. All right, maybe I'm not going in this direction right now, so why don't I just shut off a bunch of that? And then we can head out this way towards more artifacts. Time off. They need to do a 5-year plan in 1 year. Comrade, your motherland needs you. Could use espresso. Little of that depresso espresso. I'm starting to feel like I might need more medical beds for all the depressive people, but we'll see if we can hold off a little bit on that. Everybody's back to work. Perion, hello. Doing very well. Playing a little Stargate. Little Exogate Initiative. Building up our base, sending people into space. This is the last month you will receive funding from the committee. Oh, I'm broke again. I mean, I'm not broke, but I'm not making as much money as I need to be. I could write about radiation resistance, but I'm wondering if I'm not going to pull back maybe some more stuff here in a moment. That's a high difficulty mission. You're, yeah, you're better. Let's get rid of you and grab another soldier. 44%. Aha, okay. All these guys are wounded. That's a pretty high injury chance, so maybe I actually send them off somewhere else. Level 5. Do we have like a 4 planet? We have lots of 2s. You're a 4 planet. Nah, she'll be fine. It's not like we have a mental health crisis happening in the base right now. You'll be okay. Yeah, I actually do need more room for med bays. Or at least med beds. Yeah. Med bay, med bay, med bay. Pause, med bay. Bed, med bed. Lots of people coming back. Is anybody coming back with samples, though, that I can actually make stuff out of? Yes, a couple. So the location of this training room is not super working to our advantage right now. So I'm actually going to end up building another corridor here. Because people are having to walk way too far around to get to there. Now, whether or not that's going to end up being a bad idea, we'll figure that out. But I also do clearly need more of these psychological drugs, but I have no energy rooms, so. But what I do have is the ability to unlock the workshop finally and get engineers. Let's grab a random scientist here and put that job back on. And then you're a tier 5 artifact. You're a tier 5 artifact. Disconnect from there. I guess I worry about these factions. I don't know if factions grow or anything of the like, but you've explored that. I could disconnect there. And I guess in theory, I could disconnect here. This expedition has taken a while, so. Mac, hello? Give me space bean juice if we can get the good stuff. Find the fact all the scientists going to space are getting depressed. Slightly depressing. There is an alarmingly large amount of depression happening in this facility. Like the fact that I have to build a second depression dispenser is like, I'm like, ooh boy. Workshop is almost done. So I thought this was going to be an armory. Oh, which is an option. Library, alien affairs, workshop. Okay. Well, I'm going to build a workshop here. And no one can stop me. What's this? A guard post. Probably like just 2 of them there would be fine. This will be where the engineers come in. Which should mean we can now also recruit engineers. I have room for, what, 2? Probably gonna want more than that. 3 engineers might be enough. You got workbenches, sampling stations, and sample analyzers. Okay, this room was definitely bigger than I needed it to be, but engineers are not popular this month. God damn. This is the last committee payment we get. Our patents are doing okay, but not great. I guess that's big enough for the engineers for now. Hire an engineer, build a ore sample analyzer, collect an ore, find ore, do ore stuff. Japan coming out hard here with the top candidates. And then German, we'll grab him for number 3. So I got to do one of these, which means I got to disconnect from somewhere else. I've claimed this planet, but I guess I'm not connected to it right now. I don't know if that matters. You guys have no assignment. I am going to pull the soldier. Put on this guy. And we'll send them out right away. And I probably am going to need more ore than that, so... There's a 3 ore there and a 6 ore there. You know what? We're going to have to go for that 3 ore. I do also really want this alien artifact. If I swap Christie here for, let's say Aviera, and then swap my soldier for, let's put Toxic Matthew on, this team could get this artifact, no problem. Minus 1% experience because of team affinity. Somebody on that team hates the other person. Tea in the way of brewed tea leaves and tea that is addition to the tea leaves. The Brits are a bit special at times about the definition of tea. Rooibos isn't tea, not regular tea leaves. It is technically not tea. That is correct. That being said, you will find it in pretty much every tea store. I say this having worked in a specialty tea store for a number of years during university and getting really into tea for a time. Now, I don't know that I need guards, but... These guys, I guess, are on jobs. Oh, here we go. This is Adams reporting from UA 926. The sun looms large overhead, a yellow distant glow, more like a ginormous flaming moon. We have a nasty storm moving in on our position. Belief Diviner, thank you for the follow. What kind of storm? A solar storm from space. Flares are erupting from the sun and licking the arid surface. The high winds are also stirring it up. It's a hurricane of fire. Is there anything of value here? The surface is covered in sparkling ore. It might be valuable, but we don't know unless we get closer. All right, we'll get closer then. It's pretty obvious. I don't care that the sun is going to melt you. I want you to do your jobs. Asteril, Melglam, Exonium, and Cobium. We reached the ore field, but so did the storm. It's like the northern lights, but hitting the ground with deafening, flaming claps. Just like my ass cheeks. There's lightning too. I think it's attracted to the ore here. The solar flares are fusing the rocks, creating a new mineral. Initial surveys are extremely promising with regards to its purity and value, but if we stay much longer, we're going to get vaporized by these particle streams. What's this engineer's stats like? Body and perception. Very bad. I think extremely bad. I think he has 1 in all of these. You know what? I brought a medic along with me. I hope you brought your dancing shoes. Dodge the flares and grab the ore. You make it sound easy. Knock 'em dead. Hey, he did it. Don't expect any 10s on the scorecard. We got a small piece of the ore. Should be fit for analyzing back at the workshop. The storm is moving off now, too. I guess he could have just waited 2 minutes. We found a clear sphere with sand and water inside. Like a small planet you can hold in your hand. Comes with gloves that allow you to manipulate it. We can terraform and create weather events. Makes you feel like a god. Find out how it works. Here's our first ore sample being analyzed. Excellent. Excellent work. Frank is a bit too eager to talk about his butt cheeks. Vieira critically failed a perception logic test. Reports on the handheld planet. It has nano elements, which are a technological simulation of life. The terraforming gloves are to observe the effects of climate change on the living, if these little nanobots could be called living. Vieira. Oh, she's really good at this stuff. Find out how it was created. It's incredibly sophisticated. Nanochips, integrated circuits at the smallest scale. I wouldn't even know where to start designing something like this. I think the nanobots being present is affecting our readings. Without them, there might be more to learn from the planet's surface. I want to know everything about its inhabitants. Failed the test. It's hard to be specific. They seem to be a full life cycle. But is this intelligent life or a pre-configured simulation? Cause a climate catastrophe. It could teach us something useful. I hope these guys aren't alive after all and are just nano robots. Let's go with a hurricane. We failed. These things are hard to control, especially for such a specific phenomenon. I think that's a no-go. That's enough for now. All right. Bring it back with us, relocated across the universe into a glass cabinet in the library. It will then technically be orbiting the sun, which means it's a planet. A nano exoplanet? All right, well, we failed a lot of tests there, but we did learn some stuff. Oh, nice. Rad-resistant patents are extra valuable right now, so we're going to get writing one of those. Still don't have a library. Still can't research one. How bad are we at causing chaos, right? I'm no geologist, but even I can see the potential in rocks. Think of all the things we could craft to improve people's lives. They'll make patents look like potatoes. Doubtless the committee wants to establish some kind of invasive mining operation, but I'll leave that dirty work to you. Research basic ore processing or build one raw ore storage foundry, blah, 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 blah. Well, I guess that's my next 200 points. So much for the library. We can build that up. We can keep exploring. We can do a little adventuring. Because why not? But I think that's where, with the invention of the workshop and the collection of quite a few bits of artifacts, I think that's where we'll cut this video and leave it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you want to see more of this, you know, leave something in the comments. Let me know. And if not, I hope you'll join us back next time.